lovelies, welcome back. It's your girl Katie here, and today's video I'm going to be trying out and reviewing the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl palette. I recently picked this up, so I thought why not go ahead and review it and kind of try it out for you guys. I know it's been out for a little bit, so I'm kind of late to the game, but that's okay. So anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing today, so let's just go ahead and get started. First, I'll show you guys the palette. I'm sure everyone knows what this looks like. But if you don't, here's a close-up. And then here's what it looks like on the inside. You know, it's pretty neutral. I mean, it has these pops of like purple and pinks up here, but for the most part, it's a pretty neutral palette. A lot of people say it looks like a lot like the pumpkin palette. I don't have that one, but this does smell like cinnamon, so I like the smell of it. I'm not like a huge cinnamon fan, but I do like the smell of cinnamon. Alright, so I'm just going to try it out, create a look, tell you guys what I think of the quality. I haven't used this palette yet, so this is going to be first impressions. But yeah, I went ahead and picked this palette up because I knew if I didn't, I was going to regret it, because this is, I'm pretty sure, limited edition like the other ones. So I went ahead and picked it up. Alright, so I think the first shade I'm going to go into is Doughboy here, and it's this shade over here. It's like a very light tan. I'm just going to use that as my transition shade. So from what I remember, Too Faced quality isn't like too bad. I feel like sometimes it can be kind of a hit or miss, but for the most part they're pretty decent. And I haven't looked at a lot of reviews on this palette yet, so I don't really have an opinion on it, like, beforehand, before trying it out. Apologies if my voice is kind of, like, cracky right now. I think it's because the season's kind of changing here, so my voice and, like, I don't know, allergies and things are kind of, like, messing with my, like, sinuses right now. So far, the shade's blending out pretty well. It's building up decent as well. I mean, I know this is the first shade and it's a light one, so I didn't really expect to see a whole lot from this shade. Alright, so now I'm going to go into Lick the Spoon, this shade right over here. I will say this palette does really look like a fall palette in my opinion. I have to say, a little, like, thrown off by the random purple shade in there. I mean, I guess it's their way of, like, adding a pop of color, but I feel like that's their way of trying to appease people that like color palettes, like colorful palettes, but not really, because, I mean, it's predominantly neutrals in here. So throwing in one shade of purple is not going to really, like, I don't know, like, if you're someone who likes a lot of color, I don't think you're going to be satisfied with the fact that just one shade of purple. I mean, if you're going to make a neutral palette, just make a neutral palette. Don't try to like, appease everyone by throwing in that one random color, because that's not going to really appease them, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't think someone who loves colorful palettes is going to look at this and be like, yes, I'm going to get this because it has that one shade of purple. No, they're going to look at it and be like, well, it has one shade that I would like, but the rest I would not like. So far, I mean, the quality seems pretty decent. I mean, I've only tried 2 shades, but blending out and building fairly easy. I will say I'm hungry. It's around lunchtime, and I haven't eaten lunch yet, and I keep smelling the palette, and it makes me hungry. Because like I said, it smells like cinnamon, so it's kind of reminding me of like cinnamon rolls, and I love cinnamon rolls. Although I'm not like the hugest fan of cinnamon, I do love me a good cinnamon roll. Yeah, so far I'm really liking it. I mean, everything's blending out really well. Alright, so I think I'm going to go into Cinnamon Swirl, which is this color here. You know, I do feel like since this is like Cinnamon Swirl, it's kind of more themed cinnamon. I feel like they could have done like a little more like reddish shades. Not like bright red, but kind of more like that burnt red kind of look, just to go with more of the theme. I do feel like it's looking a little on the muddy side. Like, it's probably because I picked a bunch of brown shades to start off with. But I personally am not much of a matte girl only, so I knew that my base is just going to be my base, and that I'm going to use one of these shimmers to kind of like cover up most of it anyways. Alright, so I am going to go into the shade Battered Up, which is this dark brown in the corner, and I'm going to use that to deepen up the outer corners. I think it got really muddy because I went ahead and used Cinnamon Swirl, and Cinnamon Swirl is pretty deep, so that was probably my bad. And I probably should have used a smaller brush to blend out Cinnamon Swirl. But you know what? I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just an everyday, learned on my own makeup girl. Alright, so what shimmer shade do I want to use? Of course, I'm always leaning towards the gold shades, like this gold over here, or this one's like, it's like a burnt gold, which I'm kind of leaning towards actually. So I think I'm going to go in with Sticky Bun. Ooh, it feels really nice. Oh, it's more like a copper shade. It didn't look so coppery in the palette, but it is. That's okay. I'll do half. Yeah, this is very much a fall palette in my opinion. I'm getting like Halloween vibes right now from like the color. It's like, although that was a dark brown, it looks more black, and then the orange looks like Halloween colors. So that wasn't intentional. Alright, now for more the inner corner, I'm going to go into Love the Bun You're With. This gold. I have to say that the copper color shade I went into first was much more creamier and like thicker. I feel like when I picked it up it was thicker, whereas this one's more sheer. I mean, I'm building it up, but applying it, like I didn't have to apply much of that copper shade at all for it to really be showing. They just feel different. And it may have to do with the way they're pressed or something. Alright, so I'm going to deepen up the outer corners once again, just to kind of blend. Alright, now I'm going to do my bottom waterline, so I'm going to go in with Doughboy, just to use my transition shade. Kind of do the same on the bottom as I did on the top with the mattes, minus I don't think I'm going to blend out Swirl, the Cinnamon Swirl one. Just because it did kind of get muddy. I think it's because I used too many kind of brown shades. Now I'm going to tight line with that dark brown shade. Alright, so I'm going to finish the rest of my eyes off camera, applying mascara and eyeliner and everything. And then I'll be back to finish talking about the palette, trying to tell you guys whether or not I think it's worth it. And I will also do some swatches of some of the shades. Alright, so I'm back. Eyes are all done. So now I'm going to do a couple of swatches of just some of the shades that, I don't know, I just want to swatch to show you guys. And then I'll kind of tell you guys my final thoughts on everything and whether or not ultimately I think that this palette is worth it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and swatch like this purple shade here. I'm interested about this Stay Current, like this dark. I don't know. I'll just swatch a couple. Alright, so here's some swatches. So I swatched the purple one, and then I swatched kind of like that darker one, which didn't swatch the greatest. I kind of had to build it up. It was a little bit patchy, but I mean, this is just swatches. I haven't used it. And then I swatched Toasted, which is more like a cinnamony kind of look to it. And then I swatched Sticky Fingers at the bottom there, which it looks kind of like pinkish, but I think it's kind of got that chrome to it because it's not, I don't know, it's just not very dark, but it's there. I just don't think it's showing up on the camera very well because it's swatched pretty well, but it's kind of got like a pinkish orange shift to it, which is kind of interesting. The purple right there is kind of, I don't know, I would say it's more like a metallic kind of shade, like doesn't have a ton of glitter in it, but it's metallic-y. Does that make sense? So those are the swatches. Those are the shades I just went ahead and showed you guys. So do I think this palette is worth it? Yes and no, because coming from a collector's perspective, I think this is one that you would like having in your collection. It's kind of unique packaging-wise. I don't personally have any palettes that look like this, like cinnamon roll themed. But from the actual like palette, the formula's there, don't get me wrong. I don't think the quality's bad. From the shades that I use, they all blended out really well. They're all pigmented. They built up pretty easy to use. The issue, or not really the issue, the thing that I will tell you is this color story is nothing special. I can probably go and dig out palettes that have almost all these shades in it. Not maybe the exact same palette, but there are plenty of neutral palettes out there, and I will say this palette is very neutral. Nothing wrong with that. If you're a neutral gal like me, you're like, hey, I like this. But if you're someone that's wanting more colors and things, then I don't think you're like this, even though it has that pop of purple, which doesn't really make sense. I feel like they just threw it in there, like I said, just to kind of be like, oh, we have color in there, you know, bright color. But to me, honestly, this shade is just kind of like, what are you doing here? You don't look like you belong here, because it just doesn't really make sense with the rest of the palette. So color story-wise, nothing unique. I will say this does seem kind of more like fallish theme, so if you're wanting a palette that is more like for fall, I think this wouldn't be a bad one to get if you don't have one already. It is $49, so that's pretty pricey. I think it's $49. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's $49. It's $40-some. So that is a pricier one. I went ahead and spent the money and picked it up just because I know myself. I knew if I didn't get it, I was going to regret it once it was unavailable, because this is limited edition. I didn't pick up the other one that they had, the pumpkin spice one, and I regret not picking that up. So I just knew if I didn't get it, I was going to regret it. So color story-wise, nothing unique. I'm sure we've seen all these colors and palettes many, many times. So for me personally, I think it's worth getting if, like I said, you're okay with all those things. The color story is not unique, but the packaging is unique. It's just kind of more the feel, ooh, I have it in my collection kind of thing. And if you're all for that, then yeah, I think it's worth picking up for you. But if you're one that's like, is it anything unique, like color story-wise or anything like that, then no, I don't think it's worth picking up. Because like I said, I've seen these colors many, many times. That's going to do it for today, guys. That is my review on this palette. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, because that really does help on my channel. And also, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of this palette. Did you guys end up picking it up, or were you like, I've seen that before, not really my thing? Let me know down in the comments, because I love chatting with you guys down there. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!